Great afternoon, everyone. So here we go. I pulled the cards for the elevated read today, and believe it or not, now what do you grab? I thought you ate it. No, she's still guarding something here. So anyway, we get the same starting point as we had yesterday. The new beginning, coming to a new beginning for rest and recovery, okay? Now, we spoke about this yesterday. I can't believe shuffling the cards, and I got the same thing today. Starting point of the new beginning to, on the way to, underneath of it all, rest and recovery. Mr. Mickey, do you want to come up or not? He's grabbing my arm, and then I go to pick him up and help him, and he doesn't want to come up. Come on. Come on. Okay. There you go. Now sit still. Let Mama do this. You can't sit on my lap while I'm doing this, Mr. Mickey. Good boy. Okay. So again, the new beginning of rest and recovery. Now what's underneath of it, we have, it's about generational healing, finding your place, having generational healing, and finding your place underneath of that, okay? And I think, that it's time to get some generational healing in place. So what we have coming into it, the first thing is about it's a wedding day. 2, what is the marriage with? Ace of Orbs. Now the Ace of Orbs is a new mental state, and the orbs is the spiritual aspect as well. So coming into the beginning of a marriage with a higher elevated understanding, mentality, and spiritual state. The villain vibes are on the way out, okay? So that's in motion. When it comes to villain vibes, the drama that's been there on its way out, it's coming up to a big break. And the big break is a new emotions, cup of emotions, okay? Ace of Chalices, the beginning of new expressions of emotions. And when it comes underneath of it all, the troubled past, which goes along with generational healing and finding your place, we have the Master of Chalices. So being able to control and have expressed the highest elements of emotions, okay? So this new break, the big break is coming in, some new cup of emotional, the harmony, etc. is coming in, so that you can transition out of a troubled past into control of the aspects of emotional, having generational healing, finding your place, the new beginning through a rest and recovery, and it takes place by the old vibes, the dark elements going out, and the new wedding day of coming into alignment with a higher mentality, higher spiritual understanding. So give me a second. My brothers and sisters of light, we come to you this day in order to bring you this message to help you elevate your understanding, your awareness, and to give you a little more to chew on, if you will, things to consider and to sit with in your evolution as you move forward in your own expressions, in your own dynamic for your own life paths. Now, this is coming in as not only a singular elevated understanding, but also a planetary happening that's taking place now with the old guard and things going out, and again coming into an expression of greater love and harmony and understanding of empathy, etc. As you move forward, you will begin to have these change of these old expressions of that have kept you emotionally bound. These things will be leaving your presence, if you will, allowing these chains to fall, allowing these locks that have been locked to be opened, because you are freedom within yourself in your own expression. Again, you have free will to walk out of these situations and these understandings into a higher plane of existence, a higher dimension, a higher light, a higher vibration. And much of this comes out of this understanding of forgiveness and the letting go of the past drama. But for the things that have been perpetrated upon you were done by those that were not in a right frame of mind to begin with, as they are caught within their own destructive type of elements and understandings. And so many of these things that have been perpetrated upon you had really nothing to do with you. In the end, it came out of their own fallacy, understanding, etc., things that they had not handled in their own lives, and you became again their dartboard or their object of ridicule, etc., whatever the things were that they were perpetrating upon you. But you have a chance to be freed of these elements and to heal this generational traumas and come into your own light by understanding the fallacy and their illness, if you will, that drove them to the things that they have done, and their own expressions of cages of bondage that they are within their own mindset, their own emotionality, etc. So if you can understand that they are in a hell realm of their own design and making, confined in their own mentality of destruction and wishing to, again, feel out pain on others as they have had pain put upon themselves. And if you can release that and go into this higher understanding of compassion, etc., empathy, and letting go of that, wishing to again rebound this drama that you have been placed within in your own life experience, and can elevate these things, these will free up the bondages that you yourself have been in an emotional vacuum, if you will. So bring in this love and harmony. If you can open your heart and open your awareness, the grand scheme of things in the cosmic galactic awareness that this the divine is there and is whole and complete as it is, and this can heal that heart if you can open it up to receive the love of the universe, for it is there, but it is only blocked by one's inattention to say, I don't deserve it, or I am not worthy of it, or whatever the dynamic is that one is repressing this from coming in. For it is available to you at every moment of your life if you just allow this expression to come in. And again, this cup is being offered now, this wedding of understanding, of a new mentality, a new direction in your emotionality, etc., and coming to be a master of the emotions when it comes to the troubled past, to understand how these things take place. And again, it's like the Bible says, the sins of the father are visited upon the son. Well, this happens also with daughters. Don't think it's only for the males that this takes place. But again, it's the sins of the fathers or the sins of the adults that are perpetrated upon the children, and then the children wind up continuing this generational bondage that has been placed upon them through, not because of who and what they are, but because of the fallacies of the others that are perpetrating these bondages. But it is time now for these villainous things to end. It's time to break that cycle. It's time to move those out. It's time to come into this expression of healing of the heart, healing of the emotions, healing of the mind, and healing of the expression that one puts out, rather than keeping this as a darkness within you that it continues to rub and continues to cause this depression, this sadness, if you will, this pain of heart. Know that these things can be released if you can come to the point of understanding and having empathy for the problems and the difficulties that the perpetrators have fostered upon you, for it came out of their own pain cycle and their own inability to be free of their own shackles, if you will. Yes, I know this is a very, very hard lesson. This is a very difficult thing to open up to. But again, this is the opportunity of that wedding to come into a new understanding, into a new alignment of spirituality, of understanding that against love there is no law. Okay, this is something that Yeshua ben Joseph wanted to express within the dynamic of forgiveness and etc., to let go of these traumas and the hurts that could heal yourselves and again free you up from the chains that you continue to pull and the weights you continue to place upon yourself because of another's sins, if you will, and misunderstandings and their pain cycles, which were again then at that point directed towards you, and which you have worn in its expression of darkness and pain cycles. But again, we want you to know that within the center of your being is the divine is, which is whole and complete as it is, and is loving and wishes again to heal you from within, and to again bring these things outwards to the rest of the humanity. But this takes being willing to open up and let go of those old resentments, those old hurts, those old traumas. And because the more that you focus on those things and you continue to regurgitate them, the more you are creating your own bondage, which again can be released and can be removed and can be left behind by coming into this new expression of love and light and harmony, and understanding that it came out of another's illness, if you will, their illusions that they have lived within and kept within their own mindset of bondage and pain cycles, which again they lashed out to others, which did not deserve that sort of a darkness being placed upon them. So, my brothers and sisters, we wish to say it is time for generational healing. These things are on their way out, and yes, I know that this is a very difficult lesson to hear, that it is time to break these patterns by having this feeling of empathy for the ones that are, again, continuing in those cycles, for they create their own hell realm that they are living within by the actions they continue to pursue. So be freed of these by allowing yourself to open your heart and to flush it of the darkness that has been there because of somebody else's mistaken notions and pain cycles which they have now inflicted upon you out of their illness, ill mindset, if you will, because anybody that does this is not well. There is an illness there, whether one wishes to see it or not. And this illness has come out of many lifetime cycles of their own being in an abusive situation, etc., of darkness that has overtaken them. And so then they are expressing it onto others. So we wish to say, my brothers and sisters, it is time to accept the cup of love and empathy and compassion, and to continue to elevate and bring these things forward, and know that you can be freed of the chains and the bondage that you have had yourself within emotionally after these traumas that have been placed upon you. But it is free to come out of those and come in to this loving environment with those of us that wish to embrace you in a holistic manner, in a way of light, in a way of freedom, in a way of understanding, so that you may step forward to be the person that you are truly meant to be, for you are not this wounded one. Let the wounds heal. It is possible for these wounds to heal. And again, do not continue in this mindset of you're not worthy, whatever it is that is driving you and keeping you in these ideations of fear, trepidation, depression, etc. For there is light. Open your eyes and see the light and allow that to pour into your heart center. Open yourself to that light. Say, yes, divine is. I accept that light. I am that light. You are that light that gives me all the abundance, and see the benefit, see the good things that you have rather than focusing on the negative. Okay. Okay, so time for new beginnings to come into rest and recovery. And the recovery is about having generational healing, okay, and finding your place, having a wedding day of marriage with spirituality, new understanding, new mentality, new ideations, and see the villain vibes, the trauma on its way out. Okay, it's on its way out. The big break that's here being given is this new cup. A new cup overflowing of love and compassion, empathy. And when it comes to the troubled past, it's time to, again, step into becoming a master of chalices, which is someone that is in control of the emotions, understanding the rulership of that, and being willing to come into a new healing, if you will, of getting rid of the generational trauma, depression, sadness that one has carried it for so long. So on that note, I'll leave that here. We'll see you online.